Okay, guys. I might be a little off. For some reason, the day I'm recording this, which is Friday, all of a sudden I just came super ill. Sore throat, fatigue, all that. So, this video might be a little dry, but I wanted to get it out for you guys anyway. So, hello everyone. We are here today to try and do hockey predictions. I did this with the NBA. Now I'm doing it with the NHL. I believe last year I might have had either the Leafs or Bruins and the Jets. No, I had the Oilers. Oilers or Jets. One of those four teams. I thought it was going to be an all-Canadian final. It obviously was not that, as we got the Florida Panthers versus the Vegas Golden Knights, two warm weather teams. But this year, it might be different. So, we have our first two matchups with the Central. I'll get all four done, and then I'll move on to the Central Finals, then these finals, then we go on to the real finals, Stanley Cup. Okay, for the Central, we have the Stars versus the Golden Knights. Now, the Golden Knights won last year, the Stanley Cup, that is, and they beat the Stars in 5, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a different Stars team, this is a different Knights team. One is coming in at the 1 seed, and the other is coming in at 4. I'm personally taking the Stars in 6, because I don't think that the Golden Knights are as good as they were last year, and I don't think they are cup contenders, to be honest. Jets versus Avalanche, I do not have trust in the Avalanche with the last few games I've watched. They just seem off, although they beat the Oilers by a lot, like 3+ points. So maybe that means something, but I don't have a lot of hope for this Avalanche team. I'm going Jets in 5. And then, in the Central Finals, at least, we have the Stars versus the Jets. Now, this is a pretty good matchup. I like the Stars. I like the Jets. It's going to go down to Game 7. And I'm taking the Stars. Stars in 7. Star team just seems different than it was last year. And they seem like they can make a run all the way to the finals, although we'll see who comes out of the Pacific. In the Pacific, we have the Canucks and the Predators. The Canucks have been good all season. I'm pretty sure they're pretty young. And then the Predators had that amazing win streak where they won like 13 or 15 games in a row. This could have been us. This could have been the Blues. The Knights also could have been the Blues. I'm a Blues fan like I'm a Cardinals fan. Basically, if there's a team from Indiana and a team from Missouri, I'm a fan of it. I like the Cardinals and the Blues, and then I like the Pacers and the Colts. I used to like the Rams, but they moved, obviously, so. But back on track, we have the Canucks and the Predators. I feel like, even though they're a bit young, and I don't think they can make the finals, I feel like the Canucks are just a little better than the Predators, and I'm taking the Canucks in 6. Oilers-Kings. Now, this has happened 2021 to 2022 and 2022 to 2023, I believe. And both times the Oilers beat the Kings down. So I have no different this year, although if you've seen, the Oilers had a horrible start to the year, and then they kind of picked it up with a massive win streak. They could easily be the first seed if they could have started strong and ended strong. But I still have the Oilers. I think they're going to make it pretty far, like I had them going far last year. Although I might be wrong, of course. I'm taking Edmonton in 5. Now, for the Canucks and the Oilers, I'm taking the Oilers in 6. Again, I feel like this Canucks team needs a bit more to be true cup contenders, but I think they can prove me wrong. The Canucks are pretty good, but the Oilers have been on a heater for a while now. Of course, they lost that game to the Avalanche, but we're not going to talk about that. Oilers have been on a semi-heater for a while now, and I think they have what it takes this year. But I had them going last year, so who knows? Next, we have the Atlantic Division with the Panthers and the Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning, I'm not too inspired by it. It just seems like they're not going to do anything. I'm taking the Panthers, who had that Cinderella run last year. But the Panthers actually played good this whole year. And now they have the benefits of being the first seed. I'm taking Panthers in 5. Now, Bruins, Maple Leafs. It's pretty clear which team that the Panthers want, and it's the Maple Leafs. The Bruins have beat down on the Panthers all year this season, and the Maple Leafs are a more favorable team for the Panthers, but who's better, the Bruins or the Maple Leafs? And that's a pretty close matchup. I think it will go to 7 games. We saw last year how they choked in the playoffs. I think they do it again to another inferior team with the Maple Leafs, and I'm taking the Maple Leafs in 7 to finally make something happen in the playoffs. I know they beat the Lightning last year, but still, it's disappointing when they lost to the Panthers. And then Metropolitan, Rangers in 4. If it's any more than that, I'm disappointed in the Rangers. Rangers, I believe, won the President's Cup. Most wins this year, most points. Point system's so weird, to be honest. But Capitals, one of the worst teams to make it to the playoffs, in my opinion. So anything less than Caps in 4. Rangers in 4. Anything less than Rangers in 4 would be a disappointment for the Rangers, and it would show signs of weakness, in my opinion. But who knows? Then we have the Hurricanes and the Islanders. Now, the Islanders don't have the best record, but they play well against the Rangers. So I believe the Rangers would want the Hurricanes, and that's what I'm giving it to them. I'm taking the Hurricanes in 6. They had a really good run last year where they got swept by the Panthers in the Atlantic and the Metropolitan. So maybe that happens again. We'll see. But back to the Atlantic Finals. We have the Panthers and the Maple Leafs. I'm taking the Panthers in 6. This Maple Leaf team always finds a way to choke in playoffs. So I feel like they'd use all their energy on an upset and then just blow out in the end. And Rangers, again, one of the best hockey teams. I'm taking Rangers in 6. I am inspired by the Hurricanes. They're having a good season, but I just don't think they can compete against the Rangers. And then our conference finals of the Central Pacific and the Atlantic Metropolitan are the Stars and the Oilers and the Panthers Rangers. Now, is this the year that Canada makes it to the finals? I think so. I was high on the Oilers last year. I'm high on them this year. We'll see if they do me right, obviously. But the Oilers are just such a good team, even though they started off slow. And the Stars, while they are also a good team, I just think the Oilers are a little better. And they probably would have been the first seed if they started off strong instead of starting off like 2-9. And for the Atlantic and the Metropolitan, we have the Panthers. Sorry, that's sickness talking. And then the Rangers. I think the Panthers can do it, but I'm taking the Rangers in 7. The Rangers just feel like that team this year. And even though the Bruins felt like that team last year and they got bounced the first round, I actually have faith in the Rangers and not the Bruins. You'll obviously see I didn't have faith in the Bruins this year when I picked the Maple Leafs over them. But I have faith in the Rangers. The Panthers are a great team looking for their first win in franchise history. They're going to the finals last year. I think they can do it, but I personally have the Rangers in 7. For the finals, we have the Oilers and the Rangers. again, this just may seem like I'm high on the Oilers again, but I'm taking the Oilers in 6. Oilers and Rangers is a good matchup for the finals. It can go either way, but I think the Oilers just have a little better, like, total offensive plays. I feel like the Rangers, even though they made it to the finals, I feel like no one can match the Oilers right now, and I'd have to be proven otherwise. So that's my bracket. The champions will score 19 goals during the NHL playoffs. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing through my random throat body sickness that I don't know what it is. And I'll see you guys for the Battlehawks game, because I said I had a meet, but I don't think I'm making it because I'm sick. So lucky for that. For at least you guys, not for me. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.